Woo! Welcome back to the MANN channel. Okay, so I thought I'd start this video off a little different today. I am about halfway to the shop. It is 5:45 in the morning. I'm in what I like to call the dead zone. It's like it's an area of road between our house and the shop where you don't get any cell service. But anyways, so today or this weekend, I'm headed down to hopefully complete all of the kind of final grade and lay down a bunch of gravel everywhere, and most importantly the north end, where there's not concrete, where I'm going to be driving the boat out. So I have a load of stuff in the back of the truck right now, like I always do. I have 6 interior doors, and then I have a mattress that I was hoping I'd be able to sleep on tonight, but it turns out I would need somebody to help me get it up the stairs, but that's all right. So I will start with going to the shop first, unloading all this stuff, because my tailgate is down. If my tailgate was not down, I would go get the skid steer before I go to the shop, because the skid steer is in Powell, which is a town about a half an hour away from Lovell. And it's not exactly on the way, but it would have been a little bit more convenient to get the skid steer first. So I'm gonna go drop this stuff off and then run over to Powell, get the skid steer, come back, and then all day today I will be kind of just doing dirt work, and basically just kind of trying to do a nice even grade around the shop, which is only really needed on the north end and some of the east side, and then just kind of putting gravel everywhere that I can. There's only one section I'm not going to put gravel, and that's just a little spot where we're gonna, it's kind of for our dog to go to the bathroom. So yeah, I'm hoping I can finish that today, and then I just need to return that skid steer sometime tomorrow, and I'm hoping that after I'm done with that, I can work on other things like installing sinks, or just doing different finished plumbing. Like I would like to finish a shower by putting the shower head on, the valve on, and then the spigot. I want to turn on the fridge today, hook it up to the water. I'd like to do some of those things like that. I need to set up the thermostats. HVAC is done, so I'll probably end up showing you the finished work there. The AC unit is installed. And so I need to get that system going, because I have smart thermostats and they're not on right now. Luckily we're not freezing overnight anymore, but I do need to get those working. That way I have a controlled temperature to sleep in tonight. But yeah, anyways, there's just a lot of little stuff to do like that. I still need to put a few door handles on for the exterior doors. I need to set up I got Starlink for internet. I need to set that up at some point, and get the thermostats hooked up to that, get the garage door openers hooked up to Wi-Fi, so I can control all that stuff. Just lots of little stuff I need to do, all the sinks, all the countertops, hook up all the finished plumbing, and if I run out of stuff to do in that nature, I can start hanging doors. So anyways, a lot to do. And my goal is to just knock out all the groundwork and gravel this weekend, but hopefully today. So anyways, I'll film all of that I can. So that's what you're going to see next. Forgot to film it, but I just put this door latch on, main door latch. And I was gonna put the auto door lock or whatever you want to call it over here, but that is way too tight, so I think I'll just keep it over there, at least for now. And now I'm working on putting a deadbolt right here. All right, I'm just finishing up for the night. You saw me finishing up the downstairs shower. And then after that, I didn't film this, but I went around and I put my data plates on. I didn't actually hook them up because I'm not really worried about that yet because I don't have a router set up. I'll wait until I set up a router to go around and connect all of these. So right now they're just a finished piece. And actually I put some down here because I had a few extra, but really these are gonna be either blanks or they'll be just a pass through. So like they'll have just a little opening here so you can pass. So you could basically bring a wire down through here if you wanted to. And I am missing 2 of those upstairs. I didn't have pieces to put on them, so I gotta get 4 of those. But yeah, I mean, I just wanted to kind of finish some stuff up. You saw me do a couple of doorknobs or deadbolts. My doorbell, I got my thermostats working, although the fan's been running ever since I turned those on, so I'm a little concerned about that. And also I was very happy to get all the dirt work and gravel done in one day. I was actually done with the skid steer at about 4 p.m. today. I went around and kind of did some other stuff like clean the side of the shop after that, and I think I kind of forgot to film that piece because I ended up forgetting the GoPro over where I was last laying down gravel. But I did go around and I kind of cleaned up the bottom of the shop, the metal, because I had splatters and dust all over it. Could use some more cleaning, but yeah, I'm basically kind of done with the outside other than working on the deck. And I've got plans for that. And I will return that skid steer tomorrow. I'll probably leave here around 3:30 tomorrow so I can get over and drop that off. I think tomorrow I am going to focus on the sinks. I think I'm going to do the upstairs bathroom first, but I need to basically build a support system for every sink because this one is going to be a farm style, so it'll come out over the top here. I will have to cut this out. I think it comes with a template to do that. Then I'll have to build a frame in here that supports it from the sides, I believe. With just 2x4s. So that's what it'll actually rest on, plus the front of this. And then I just want it to sit as close to flush with the top of this as I can. And then maybe even do some plumbing connections. Yeah, so you know, if I can get 2 of the sinks or all 3 of the sinks mounted tomorrow, I think that'd be a pretty good amount of work. I've definitely got more stuff beyond that. I could install the toilet downstairs. I could start working on the countertop, you know, stuff like that. I think I would do the upstairs countertop first, maybe, just because we are going to move furniture in next week and we're going to stay a night. It'll be the first time that my wife and my daughter will stay the night. So it would be nice to have a kind of a working sink and everything. So I'll see what I can get done with that. But yeah, if I can get some sinks mounted tomorrow, I'll be happy. But that's it for tonight, so I'll see you in the morning. I'm just finishing up here. It's right about 3, just a little after 3. I need to make sure I leave here at 3:30 so I can take that skid steer back and then have time to get home at a decent time. So you can see I just finished up with this farm style sink. That was a lot of work. I mean, all these sinks were way more work than I thought they were going to be. Basically what you got to do is you got to build a frame for it to sit on. I might take those screws out later. I'm not sure. It was to hold them in position. Yeah, it's in there good now. So I didn't do the drain or anything yet. I'm not too worried about that. And there's plenty of room to do the plumbing back there, the water. I will have to bring this over and connect it, both the drain and the water line. And that's why I left a space back there open instead of putting the foot right at the back, is because I knew I'd need to drill a hole right there or two. But yeah, I'll show you the end result of here's the bathroom sink, and I did the upstairs pretty much the same way. Just built this frame out. In the back, I just screwed it to the wall, but there's nothing I could screw it to up front other than really thin material, so I put feet under the front. So you can see those when you open up the door. I don't think that's a big deal, because usually you're just putting like chemicals and stuff under here anyways. You can see that I hooked up the P-trap. I still need to do countertops and water supply and toilet. But this was one of the big steps that I was a little scared of. The next big step that I'm a little scared of is doing the countertops, because I'm just not sure. I've got a plan on cutting it straight, but I'm just not sure how well I'm going to be able to cut it. But like I said, I've got a plan. I'm going to do it with a skill saw, but I've got a straight edge I can clamp on. So that, and I think probably the more scary part is cutting this out to look nice. I mean, even cutting the front for the kitchen sink out did not quite go like I would like it to. It's certainly not perfect. I would prefer, I was trying to use my scroll saw or my jigsaw, but the blade I have is too short. So I probably need to get a longer blade for that, and that would probably solve that. And then I'm gonna need an even longer one for the countertop to cut out. So I got to think about that. I ended up cutting it out with my multi-tool, which is not ideal because it's hard to get a straight cut with that. But dang, I use that thing for so much stuff. A good multi-tool is well worth it. So anyways, I'm gonna pack up and get out of here. I got a lot of stuff to pack up. I've been kind of stringing stuff everywhere. So and then next weekend we're gonna be kind of moving a lot of furniture in, and then I'll just continue doing some more work. So anyways, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you have any thoughts on this video or ideas for future videos, please leave those in the comments below. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and click on that notifications bell so you can be notified of my future videos. I'll see you next week.